What the is going on?
I like to party.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
This is Unwaxed
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
with Sophia and Sistine Stallone.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unwaxed podcast with your favorite sisters, Sophia
and Sistine.
Hey. If anyone just watched that, please remember the refer. Like, do you guys know Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
I was really hoping that you were on the same page
We
as me
just
with that.
hit that. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I was just kind of going off your lead, but immediately when I saw the arms go up,
You're
with
like,
the
either she's
finger,
gonna hit me,
yeah,
or doing Zach and Cody.
I think we're a little delirious because everyone's been going through daylight savings. By the time we're recording this, it kind of just happened.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, my days feel like 48 hours, not 24 hours. It actually makes me angry. I wake up, I love the early sunrise. Like, I'm a morning person.
Yeah.
And then it gets pitch black at 5 o'clock.
I know. I kind of just want to leave, but I don't know where to go. And it's not like leave the city, right? I want to just leave the feeling so I can go somewhere different and feel different than I'm feeling right now.
No, I know.
But there's nowhere to go.
There's
Where do
nowhere
I
to go? But now it's getting cold.
Can't run away from the clock.
And it's getting cold. Like, it's 40 degrees. It's slowly dropping. And I was really excited about it initially because I was like, oh yeah, I was walking through the park with my little sister, and Central Park is stunning. Like, the skies were so blue, the leaves were so orange.
Oh my God.
But
that's really
now-
sad though. Can we talk about that for a second?
That Central Park looks
Yeah.
beautiful.
I'm sorry. Like,
What does she mean?
as a certified New York hater,
She actually.
don't you think it's a little bit sad that there's so few beautiful naturist things to look at in the city? So the fact that we romanticize and just make the changing of the leaves such a conversation.
Sistine.
Hold on, I'm not done. Such a conversation piece because we're like, oh my God, yellow leaves. We're talking about leaves, people.
Sistine, that's not the
That's so
point.
sad.
Sistine, I think you're completely missing the mark on what people love. They love seasonal
No,
changes.
it's because we're living in a rat
No,
race.
it's every
a concrete
person
jungle.
Sistine, every person across the country loves when the leaves turn brown.
Yeah, but
What
New
are you
Yorkers
talking-
specifically are up in arms about the fact that it's delayed this year when the colors are changing. Because
Oh
like that's
my
what we have to
God.
live for. Don't you think that's a little crazy?
No,
Oh.
I think
Chris?
It's a little overblown here.
Ha
I
ha! You're wrong.
you guys. I understand. We get as New Yorkers. You know, I realize we get very excited about everything. Like,
Thank you.
no, like I've never seen another city act the way they do during a marathon, which I love. I love the energy. I mean, the amount of people that get outside and go at it to support these runners, which, by the way, I don't know why anyone would
Yeah,
want to
but-
run that many miles.
I know so many people that showed up to the marathon to support the runners, but they didn't know one person that was running in it.
think.
Yeah. No,
What?
but they'll support anything. Like, I've seen, I mean, New Yorkers, yeah, the first leaf falls, they freak out. But I think that's the point. I think the city is just so energetic that we have to celebrate something. And it's like, okay, the leaves, everything's moving. So we're always like, okay, let's find another party for some
Yeah.
reason.
I think it's a drinking holiday.
It is.
That's what I've
Oh,
realized.
100%. I mean, I didn't leave
Oh,
my
yeah.
apartment, but
Yeah.
it is. Everyone was hammered in my friend group. You start drinking right when the gun goes off.
I can't wait for a hot toddy. Oh my God, a hot toddy this holiday season. That is the spirit of Christmas to me, Sophia.
Wait, so I want to ask you how your anniversary went.
I already brought it up before you got here.
Did you?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
said, Chris, we're saving it for the podcast.
she celebrated her 6th month.
Yes.
Which is a
and
huge
in New
feat.
York years, that is about 3 years
I was
of
gonna
being
say.
with someone.
So what did you do?
Dog years like 7.
Okay, Sistine.
Actually, I had a really wholesome, me being a New York hater 10 seconds ago, a really wholesome New York winter evening.
Can we also say New York dating is way
It's
more
amazing.
fun?
It's amazing if you really lean into it and take advantage of what the city has. So we went to Bryant Park Winter Village,
Yeah.
which was such a cute
It's
day
so
night.
cute.
Except
Oh.
way too many people.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
of
is it
course.
even already?
Already, I was like, oh my God.
And she went on a Wednesday.
I went on a Wednesday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
I was like,
I've
there's
done it.
no way. Everyone's at work. He got off early. Oh, we went on a Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
And he's off on Tuesday. So I was like, this is perfect.
Earlier.
You guys, we couldn't even move. The lines for every stand was so that was annoying. Except we made up for it. There's a big ice rink there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he used to play hockey. So I was like, show me what you got.
Oh,
right?
I can't do
so
that.
we went ice skating, really romantic. I was awful.
Yeah,
and he
so
was like
bad.
speed racer around the thing.
Did you wear a helmet?
No, but I almost used one of those like assisted things that they give to children, like the penguin that's on the ice.
Oh, I would have 100% taken
I
that.
know.
But also, if you're this thing, I would take that if my significant other was a horrible ice skater as well.
But he
But
was,
he was
he
good,
was
so you can
pulling
hold-
me
yeah, that's what I'm
backwards
saying.
really fast, and that
Oh,
was
that was.
scary but fun.
I was gonna say. I
also
thought
like
she was
kind of
gonna say hot.
attractive.
I
Yeah.
knew it. You were gonna say it was hot.
Did he deck anyone?
Oh yeah, right.
Oh wait, he did trip a kid. I'm sorry,
Nice.
babe, but his skate went into a little kid, and I was like, because he was going backwards, right? And he's
Oh,
pulling me, so I
no.
was like, "There's so many people on the ice." I kept saying, "Wait, careful!" I was getting so paranoid that he was gonna hit someone. But
Yeah.
he's like, "Babe, I got this.
Oh,
Trust me,
no.
I'm not gonna hit anyone." And as soon as he said that, kid wipes out. Wasn't a bad wipe out. He just fell in his
Did
butt.
he ever do
was fine.
the Did he ever do the skating up to you really fast and then stopping and just getting ice on you?
No, because he also was complaining that his like skates weren't sharp enough. So I was like, he goes, they're too dull. I'm like, I don't know.
So what did you guys get
And then-
any? Because there is mulled wine there, which is like warm wine, which I know
another
sounds gross, but
disappointing
so
thing.
good.
We couldn't figure out what we wanted, what mood we were in for.
Oh,
So we went to
gosh.
Bryant Park Winter Village, which you're supposed to get pie on a stick.
Well, there's everything.
cider.
It's so good.
We got empanadas
Sistine empanadas.
and a hot chocolate. It was a crazy dude.
That's a
There's
crazy
stomach.
combo.
That's a crazy.
And
That's a
then it
gross
gets better.
combo.
The night gets better. So then we went
Better
to,
than empanadas and
I
hot
know.
chocolate.
Empanadas and
And then
chocolate?
we walked to a Broadway musical. We saw Death Becomes Her, which is so good.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the movie, but you
I
saw
just
the
watched it
play.
last night.
How good is the movie?
I actually like the musical better, but the movie's funny. Like I see why the musical. I actually am glad.
Goldie Hawn.
No, it's great.
Meryl
I-
Streep. And
Bruce
you think
Willis.
the musical's better?
No. I think the cast for the movie is iconic, and it's so niche. It's
It was
cool.
so
It's so
much
different.
fun.
It's cheesy. But I think I loved the fact I didn't know what I was walking into for Death Becomes Her, the musical, that I just found everything just so
Okay, that makes
out of the
sense.
ordinary.
So
But
then, yeah,
it's
we
great.
saw that musical, and then I got in a fight with a cab driver on the way home. So therefore, it was a perfect New York night.
what was the fight about?
He was just being, okay. Maybe I'm wrong, Chris, and you can correct me on this.
I will.
I gave him, thank you. We love honesty here. I gave my cab driver the corner of where, like you give the streets,
Yeah.
this and this avenue and this street, right?
Sure.
I've never in my life once given a specific building number. I just give the corner of where I got to go, and that's it.
Mhm.
They've never asked for it. They always know. I've never had a
Yeah.
problem. So I give the street number and the avenue of my apartment, right?
Mhm.
He starts going like the opposite direction. And I was like, whoa, where are you going? Like, no, it's supposed to be that way. And
Yeah.
He goes, you said this number. So I'm taking you to that number building. I said, no.
How would he know
this-
what number building exactly?
Apparently, he's the greatest cab driver in the world and knows where every single building is located. But he was taking me to, like, say, for example, I said like 89th and 10th, right? He was taking me to building number 89 instead of 89th Street and 10th Avenue.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
I was like, what? So I got in a fight with him. And then I was just like, I'm going to keep my cool. I let him win.
I understand that. Actually,
I gave him a good tip.
I've had one time an ex fight with a cab driver, like a literal fight. Not
Oh,
fist, but they
physical?
were screaming. No. But it was the biggest ick of my life. After that, I was like,
Well, actually,
oh,
yeah.
this-
So
well,
I
because,
said I fought, but I actually kept quiet. 'cause
no.
was
I
mad.
know when Sistine says fight, she means
I was
just
silent.
silently angry. Like, where is he going?
I was internalizing.
No, I remember I had an ex who, so basically, I guess a lot of cab drivers today don't really know as well as the older classic cab drivers where to go. Like if you tell them a street, they would need an address, which is fine. Like I don't mind sometimes saying like, oh, drop me off on this address, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember he was so angry at the cab driver for asking for the address, and he started yelling at him.
Wait, that's also not. He's wrong
No,
for that.
he's
because
totally
some
wrong
cab
for
drivers
that.
actually they're like, oh, can you just put it in?
I
'Cause
was
they don't know.
I was mortified. I was pulling on him. I was like, get out of the car. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm like, okay, I gotta just like, that was definitely that was like a huge red flag for me. Anyways, it was just the biggest ick. But
It is an ick.
tired of chasing quality across dozens of different stores? This holiday season, make gifting simple. Whether it's cozy clothing, thoughtful home goods, or everyday essentials, Quince brings it all together. Premium quality, affordable prices, and gifts everyone will love.
And everything with Quince, you guys, is priced 50% less than what you'd find at smaller brands. There's literally a section on their website that says $50 cashmere. I mean, it's unmatched. By working directly with their top tier manufacturers and cutting out the middleman, Quince gives you exceptional quality without the markup.
You know what's so funny is that one of my girlfriends has been asking for a Dutch iron oven, and I'm not even joking. It's on this site and it's perfect
It
for
has
her.
everything.
I was debating because they both look. They have the 14 karat gold jewelry, or I can get something very different and interesting for her that she'll use all the time, which is that. So upgrade your wardrobe, home, and more with high-end essentials from Quince. So go to quince.com/unwaxed for free shipping on your order and a 365-day return.
But back to my anniversary. I'm sorry. I'm on like
You
a
hard
level.
launched.
I hard launched.
When I tell you she hard launched, I've never seen someone take off like that.
I
was
never
like,
launched so hard in my life.
No,
Is he okay? Did he stick the landing?
yeah, I mean, I'm curious if you got any hate.
So positive. I was
Really?
actually shocked how positive it was. And I told Chris this. My impressions on my Instagram went up 1 million. I
Well,
thought I was
yeah.
going to lose followers.
Well, no, I'm assuming people are curious on the person you're dating since you never talk about it or
I
show it.
know. It's very mysterious, like blurred picture, no tag.
No, and not people commenting also on your Instagram going, Sophia, when are you posting your boyfriend? I was like,
Damn.
okay, assholes.
They're hating. That's it.
What was salt in the wound already?
But I've never posted a man before. So I was a little bit nervous.
I would be a little nervy.
But proud.
I am
Why
proud.
not?
I mean,
You
I
know?
posted my ex one time for each one. I just get so scared. Well, you know what? It's like part of me wants to show it off, but part of me also is kind of one of those like to keep my relationship private.
Okay, so
person.
I actually wanted, that's a perfect transition.
Okay.
Because the internet is going bananas over that Vogue article that it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend or be in a
yeah.
relationship.
How do you
But
feel about this?
But wait,
I
what's
have
the
so many
context of it?
thoughts. Okay,
because
yeah.
I'm curious.
I'm going to give like the overview of it and then we can all
because
comment.
I'm assuming it's not actually saying having a boyfriend is embarrassing. It may be the act of having a boyfriend and doing certain things with boyfriends is embarrassing.
So Vogue put out an article that says that women are now, quote, embarrassed to have boyfriends.
Yeah.
According to the Fashion Bible, having a man in your life is seen as cringe and culturally loser-ish, which is prompting women to hide evidence of their partners on social media. They're writing it on the point of view that women are so independent now and they make their own money and they're such girl bosses that their argument is all men add to our life is just chaos and confusion and heartache. And like, I don't need a man because I have already everything for myself. That was the argument they're making. And like the comments on it are very split because it's making men look completely useless, which in my opinion is completely wrong. And then it's making women also.
Well, it's a very feminist forward.
It's very feminist
article.
forward, yeah.
The thing is, obviously, I don't think having a boyfriend is embarrassing. I do agree on the fact that, it's important to be in a relationship once you feel like your life is fulfilled and you don't need to have a partner.
But this writer writes, she claimed that being with a man is now almost a guilty thing to do. And that women who are in couples will still complain about how terrible men are. Okay, so I read that part and I was like, yeah, I have a podcast and we shit on men. I get that. But I also I can be both, I can be in a relationship and also comment on that some men are bad.
On bad actions of men, just like we comment on bad actions of women. I don't think it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend, but I think there are things that girls do that are kind of embarrassing.
Such as?
I think sometimes the content that's put out there when it's like too overly manufactured, okay, this is where I find it embarrassing. I've been seeing so many videos of people catching influencers doing a proposal, like redo, just so they can get it on film.
What do you mean?
Jesus.
Or a gender reveal where they're about to go and do like the whole cake thing, but they are like, okay, she's like, okay, wait, pause. okay, get the angle of this and this. That's where I find when relationships get kind of embarrassing is that I understand that some people do this for a living and that's how they make their money is producing like relationship content. But if you're completely taking away from the reality and the honesty behind the relationship, where I'm not saying show your fights, but if it is a manufactured
I think
relationship, that's where it's embarrassing.
I agree with that, but I also think that's such a small percentage of people in relationships are influencers. Like we can't really compare that because it's the same thing as being a mom and having a family channel on YouTube. You'd be like, well, why are they showing their kids like that? It's a money thing.
Yeah.
So it's like everything is fake for content.
And
I will say for the general public, and I want to hear like your point of view as a man hearing this topic. I think it's really wrong, and I think it's just honestly disgusting.
This article?
I think it's disgusting. Quote me, Vogue. It's not like I'm going to be in it anyway.
I
think
very
it's disgusting.
Statement.
I think it's awful because are there shitty men out there? 100%. Are there shitty women out there? 100%. The way that they're making men sound in this article is that they're completely incompetent and they add no value to a female's life. And that's what kind of ticked me off because yes, there's bad men, but there's a ton of great men. Yeah. And then when I was doing a lot of research on this and I was listening to a lot of males' point of views and half of them were like, this is a wake-up call for men and men need to step up in this and that.
I do agree.
But again, I think we generalize. I think when we're on social media and we're on TikTok and we see the scripted TV shows, it's always the same sort of like, he cheated, it Hinge, Tinder, like it's always the same sort of circulated whatever.
Yeah.
But what about the rest of the population that like isn't on this shit and they're just genuinely like good men and good partners?
As someone that's single, this is my take on it. I do agree that there is a pressure and some sort of guilt we feel for being single. And I think that's what happens is a lot of girls jump into relationships with maybe not their right partner and bad men. And then it becomes like, I guess like quote embarrassing. But then at the same time, I also agree that you should be, fulfilled in your own life to then find a partner to supplement that, not like fill a hole for you. But I don't think falling in love is ever embarrassing. I don't think ever having a partner is embarrassing. I don't think taking chances on dating and finding a partner and failing and breaking up is embarrassing. I think it's embarrassing to not even give yourself a shot. I think it's actually wrong. But I also do agree that like, I think this generation of dating men, women is so different than how it was before. It's become a lot harder to find a partner, a really genuine partner. People aren't as communicative anymore. They don't approach. Courting doesn't exist. Like you found the rare one that really does. Like there are men out there that will do that. And they always say, if they want to, they will. But I think this article is just more obviously in a message to the extremists of trying to almost like a very empowering thing for women, probably in their late 20s and 30s and 40s that feel like I don't have a partner. So let's just label. That. Yeah. Let's just like celebrate the fact that our singleness isn't a thing to be worried about.
Which I agree with that sentiment. Like, I think there's nothing wrong with being single. What I didn't love is that it's like there's always going to be two sides to every argument, right? And I don't like when one side just goes after the other side. And so it's like if you are, maybe I'm defensive because I'm in a relationship and I would like to consider myself cool. But I don't like that they're also preaching that
it's men's fault.
It's men's fault, but also like it's a bad thing to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
The right one.
I think it's the wrong message. I think people should be in relationships. I think that's the point of life.
What do you
think,
to
experience
Chris?
It.
I think from the male's perspective, and the thing to keep in mind is good or bad, just be self-aware in order to know whether you're doing bad. Like you have to kind of constantly evaluate yourself. And also, especially like when you're young and stuff, you're going to be bad at things like communication, whatever, all the components of being in a relationship. Just question yourself what you're doing and try to evaluate, maybe even ask like friends of yours and stuff that have spent time around you in relationships. And sometimes you learn from your exes every once in a while. I'm not saying follow that advice fully, but like I think if you even if you just reflect on that stuff after the fact, you're gonna do
Totally.
yourself and whoever you end up with ideally next like a huge service.
I actually have a topic I did bring up, and this is kind of a good transition as well. This actually refers to people that Chris also works with. And it's a good thing. But Giggly Squad. They remember how they talked about how there was like the whole 0 to 100, 100 to 0 with men and women, how
Yes.
women fall in love 100 to 0 100 to 0 and men are 0 to 100, right?
So they started 100. Women started 100,
like
go to-
fantasizing, and once they get to know them,
Yeah.
it goes
It
to
just
0,
drops
and then
down.
men start at 0.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw, but Bethany Frankel, she had this whole argument saying, no shade to them, but I actually disagree. I think
Okay.
men start out at 100. No, I think men start out at 0. No, wait, sorry.
100.
I think men start out 100 and go to 0, and women start to 0 and go to 100. And this is
I agree with that.
and I actually agree with that more, because how Bethany worded it, she said that men love the idea in the beginning of a possible hookup, and like when they see a woman, they're very visual. So everything is just kind of heightened. They want to chase, they want to attract them, they want to get to know them, and then they want to sleep with them. And it's more when they meet this woman and they start to see more layers of her, where, oh, she has some complications, a little this, a little that. That's when they start to back off, the more emotionally involved they get with the woman. Women, on the other hand, go from 0 to 100. The more time that we spend with a man, the more time we get to know them, and we get to see their softer side. We get to see their struggles and their family. We fall more in love with them.
I totally agree
And
with
I
that.
actually agree with that more, because initially I agreed with the Paige and Hannah, because I thought, oh yeah, women do have this fantasy and then it goes to 0 once they get to know. But I'm actually like, no, men are actually usually the ones that are the avoidant attachment. They're usually the ones that don't want to commit. And especially when a girl is being a little bit more aggressive to start establishing something in a relationship, like, what are we? That's when they start to back off. Women are like, usually they've gone on a lot of dates, they've had a lot of bad men. And so they go in a little bit more hesitant. And then the more time they spend with the man, that's when they're like, oh my gosh, this is my person. If I'm spending, 5 dates with this person, 3 months with this person, this is my person.
Right.
So I just wanted to hear y'all's take on that.
I agree. Everything you said, I have no notes.
I think they're sort of talking about different things. And also I know how Hannah and Paige were talking about it. And it like, I think Bethany's taking it a little bit more in the serious context where like on Giggly, there was truth to it. And I think they weren't making a point, but like their show was like about making fun of stuff, basically.
So
think,
they were more surface level about the 100 to 0. And then Bethany took it more into the relationship aspect.
That was my
also think-
understanding
I
of
can see
it.
that.
Look at there's no shade. Bethany's an older woman.
Yeah.
Dating is very different at her age as it is to Paige and Hannah and even younger, right? I would say when you're in high school and college, girls are starting at 100%. But the older that you get, the
That's a
more
good point.
walls you put up, the more things you analyze, the more layers you go through, and it's more of a test. Whereas when you're young, I mean, how much fun was it when you were in high school and I like you, you like me? Perfect. Didn't think about
it was
anything
so
else.
nice.
Didn't think about living situation, finances, family, like
traumas,
religion, trauma. Yeah, like
no, it's
it was
so true.
easy.
Yeah, it's you know what? That is 100% accurate. They're both right in their own way.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's so true as a woman now being 29, how it's 100 to 0. I don't think the last 3
You're not
years.
29.
What? Yes, I am.
I thought you were turning 29.
No, I'm 29.
Sistine, we had the whole episode, dude.
I said it like 30 things before 30 and you made fun of me.
I swear, because you're one of those people that you always round up.
Yeah.
So I thought you were just 28 rounding up.
Wait, that's actually kind of, wait, no. Oh, because I always
It's not
say,
anything. It's not an insult to
no,
anything.
no.
just thought you were 28.
I understand because I always say to
I'm 30. I'm like, you're 28.
You know what's funny is that since turning 29, I ain't rounded up to 30.
When you were 27, she was saying I'm 20. When she's 28, she says she's 29.
I'm not saying I'm 30 already. Like I'm gonna hold on to 29. I actually have said to people I'm 28. I'm like, oh God, I can't start now.
Why not?
Well, I actually don't mind being 29. I feel like I am.
People lie about their numbers all the time.
No, Samantha Jones did. I never figured out how old she was in Sex and the City.
Genius.
Are
you stressed this holiday season like me? Listen, it's stressful enough getting to where you need to go, all of the travel plans. And the worst part of it all is trying to figure out what to buy your friends and family this holiday season. Thankfully, Uncommon Goods takes the stress out of gifting with thousands of unique, high-quality finds that you won't find anywhere else.
What's really amazing about Uncommon Goods for me is that it has something for everybody. So if I want to get something for my mom, my dad, a teenage friend's daughter, if you want to get something for your little brother, anything, it goes from history buffs to book lovers to everything in between. And personally, I have been hosting a lot of wine nights and they've been having really beautiful wine stoppers. And I feel like it's changed the vibe because I love an aesthetic little gathering with my girlfriends.
When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you are supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season.
So don't wait. Cross off those names off your list before the rush. So get 15% off your next gift. Go to uncommongoods.com/unwaxed. That's uncommongoods.com/unwaxed to get 15% off. Uncommon Goods, we are all out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Also, if you're gonna lie, start at 30. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Live out the
29.
29. Like, ooh, I'm on the edge. I'm still
I think
20.
I think 29 is
Yeah.
kind of a hot age though. So I'm fine with it. It sounds
Yeah, that's
cool.
why you
20,
yeah, go with that.
29's hot.
29's hot. Like she got it figured out.
Ooh.
But it is true. I don't think, speaking of the 100 to 0, because I'm 29, detoured. I would love to be 28. I don't think I've passed, like, if we're going to go percentage wise with most men, I don't think I've gone past like 10. Like I've hit like 10.
I would argue 3. You hate everyone. You find something wrong
hate
with
is strong.
every single person.
Okay, could you name one person that I've gone out with in the
I
last
think
3 years?
I
that you-
think
that
there's a solid 2 people I can name right now that
could have been good.
if you saw it through.
Who?
You run away.
I'm so curious.
Coffee Man.
Okay, Coffee Man. You even knew when he walked through the door. You told mom, but this wasn't my person. So she's now saying this is my person. No, yes, if I saw
there's
it.
redeemable things about everyone that you don't want to wait to find
Sistine,
out.
I also find out that he was liking my Instagram pics from 2016 and commenting fire emojis when I was in high school. That's how long he's been stalking me. Yeah, so
She
that-
seems to keep finding that, by the way. You need to find someone that is not Italian and doesn't watch movies. That's honestly the gold right
you know what?
there.
You're so right. Amen. Okay, wait.
Except mine is Italian and watches
Yeah.
movies.
Okay, can I talk about something that's so random, but it has been making me laugh and I listen to it unironically sometimes? Have you seen or listened to the Kids Bop version of Tears?
Oh, I was singing it on the way here, but I
Wait.
don't know what the...
Can we just I'm going to play
You
it.
can't play it. We're going to get copyrighted.
Just 2 seconds.
Oh, that's nice.
That's it. You can do things for 10 seconds.
Yeah, but what is it when she says, I get wet at the thought of you?
I think it's tears roll down my eyes.
So Sophia and I saw Sabrina Carpenter in concert
We
the other
did.
night. Can I say she is a little pocket rocket, that
She
thing.
is.
I could literally throw her in my back pocket and no one would know where she went.
Can we also talk about, we all know that Sabrina Carpenter is known for very sexual, fun, free songs, right? Like the Tears is literally about tears going down her thighs. That's a line. Sistine were probably the only ones age appropriate there. Like literally the only ones.
It was such an interesting crowd.
I was a little
Maybe
concerned.
just in our section.
No,
it was
all
everywhere.
everywhere.
10 to 14-year-olds dressed in they looked cute,
They looked
but they were in
cute.
like corsets and like thong bottoms and like
What the
tights.
fuck?
And like,
Because
What
they're
the
dressing in like
As
Sabrina
Sabrina Carpenter,
Carpenter's like
'cause-
set clothes, right? And so I literally wore my hoodie and my jeans.
but how
this.
Sistine looks is how
This
she-
is my hair was up too.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm still in the same outfit probably. But we were so old. So it was just us and fathers.
Well, it was fathers and mothers, but it was a very big gap. It was it was either 10 to 16-year-olds or moms.
Yeah.
A lot of moms came with their to-go wine cups
wait.
Yeah.
and enjoying the night.
So-
They're trying to get loose.
Some didn't even have kids with them.
I told Sistine, this is us. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, this will be us. Give it 20,
Although
30 years.
the only note that I had on the show, I was disappointed. She didn't do a Juno position.
Well, you know what? Actually, I
I
sent
don't know
you
what that is.
basically at the end of one song, it's all about like sex positions. It's called Juno,
Mhm.
right?
like the movie.
Like the
Mhm.
movie, like Get Me Pregnant, right? One part of her set, Sophie and I have watched this set on TikTok maybe 900 times, so we knew exactly how the concert was going to go. But she runs down to the end of the stage and she says, "Have you ever tried this one?" And then when she says this one, it's like a new sex position every night. And she like does a whole humping thing. It's great. And I was like, ooh, Sophie and I were like predicting what's the position going to be. And she didn't do one.
She just did the Statue of Liberty.
She went like,
no, but did you see her face? She was disappointed because everyone's been asking her to do that. And that's why she was like,
who was asking her?
Like fans were asking her because she was in New York and that was the last night she's in New York.
Why would you listen to fans?
Yo,
I don't know.
Okay, on that note, I was literally just about to say this. Do you think that she goes home and she's just like completely done with sex? She's just like, oh, sex, like, get away from me. She's just sexed out at the concert.
Well, I thought
Gets home.
it's either one or the other because I'm either thinking, does she need inspo for her like next album? Like, who does she go to? Or is she just totally done with it when she does these like crazy
I want
positions?
to think that she is a fiend.
Yeah, everybody
she's
wants
kind
to
of
think
hinted
that.
at. She's hinted at that in a lot of interviews that she's done.
That she's a real fiend.
She's like wild.
Yeah.
Which I would pay top dollar.
Yo.
She's so cute, you guys.
No, she's so cute. But I could not tell you how funny it was to watch fathers and mothers bring their teenage girls in thongs and corsets and then hearing the lyrics to the song. It was there was one dad on the side looking at the crowd going, like looking around as is he in the right audience? Like it was, I mean, I think I would be clutching my pearls if I were a mother and I didn't know.
I just wish I could trade places with her for one night.
Yeah.
One night.
What would you do?
Yeah,
I want to perform.
Okay.
Oh my God. And I'd give a great Juno position. And I would be ready. Are you kidding me? She gets the cutest outfits. She had the best like little set design.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
I loved it. Sistine was like, should we go get a hoodie when there's like a 15-hour line and the hoodies are $80? I'm like, what are you going to wear an $80 Sabrina Carpenter faced hoodie?
Yeah, right.
Like, where are you going to put that? I don't even know where I would wear that.
See, I think my thought on hoodies is I will never spend more than $35.
Where are you getting $35?
Yeah,
Amazon. I'm not buying designer. Like this is Amazon or I get it from PacSun. They're like $40 max. I am not spending. I think when people have designer hoodies, 2 washes, you're done.
Right.
I don't get that.
You know what's coming up?
What's that shirt?
It's from Gap. Well, actually, no, it's from Brandy Melville.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Brandy Melville.
What's coming up?
Thanksgiving.
I hate Thanksgiving.
Why?
I'm thankful for nothing.
Well, let's just all remind everybody that I almost killed an athlete on Thanksgiving.
And I had food poisoning.
I dropped the ceramic bowl.
What? Let's tell that story.
Oh, yeah.
You know this one. Oh, God. Again. I feel like I said, okay.
Let's just say this NFL athlete happens to be on my fantasy team.
Yeah, literally. So we're going to go back probably 6 years ago. And we were at my cousin's house. And he operates on a lot of athletes. And so one of the football players came with his wife to celebrate Thanksgiving with us. And all of us, when we cook Thanksgiving dinner, have a duty. Like Sistine's on mashed potatoes, my mom's on stuffing, vice versa, whatever. So yada, yada. I, though, am accident prone. And so no one really relies on me for anything when it comes to being in the kitchen. But my mom asks me, she goes, hey, take the bowl out of the oven and put it on the table.
The mashed potato bowl.
Yes, take the bowl out of the oven and just put it on the table.
Seems
It's
simple
in a
enough.
ceramic bowl with tinfoil on top. Just get it out. It's just warming in there. And I go, okay. I pull it out. It's super heavy and big. I drop it on the side.
Typical.
And I'm like, oh my God, it falls on top of the saran wrap. So I just like get the saran wrap, put it back in.
We were literally, it was disgusting.
No.
We straight up said 5-second rule.
No, it was on the saran.
No, it was on the tinfoil.
It was on the tinfoil.
But
So
it was
off the
still
ground.
on the floor.
No, it wasn't on the floor. It's on the tinfoil.
No,
but
you can
mashed
let that rock
potatoes,
all day.
I get like
tinfoil on the floor.
I get like potato wedges or whatever, but mashed potatoes, it's like slime.
So see,
Nah, live a little, Sistine. You think you can be Sabrina Carpenter? You're dropping
You gotta get a
potatoes on the
little
ground.
germs. You gotta get a little prevention. This
All
is
right,
basically your
all
flu
right.
shot.
Y'all
Okay.
are nasty.
Anyways, so I put on the table. No one notices, and I run over and I sit down. Everyone's eating their dinner. They're all enjoying it. They're all enjoying the mashed potatoes. Suddenly, after dinner, we're all cleaning in the kitchen, and the wife of the athlete comes in and screams, Who had the mashed potatoes? Who was in charge? Everyone looks at me and I raise my hand. I'm like, it was me. She goes, looks right up to me. She was so pissed.
I saw him pull it out, by the way.
Yeah. She goes, my husband almost swallowed a 3-inch piece of ceramic from one he found in the mashed potatoes.
It was like a perfect point, like a
So
sharp tooth.
apparently, when I was scooping it back in, I didn't notice a chip, like I guess one
White
little
bull,
chip.
white potato.
And so we almost swallowed it and died. So I almost ruined Sistine's fantasy team. And that was my Thanksgiving story.
He's not doing that well for my team, though, by the way.
That wasn't because of my ceramic.
Want to hear something so
ceramic
funny too?
bowl.
Sophia was like, I'm the queen of fantasy football.
Oh.
All the shit, right? Who's in last place? Sophia. Who's in first place? Me.
I'm actually
Thank you.
so bad. When I tell you, every
First
single
place.
one of my athletes on this fantasy team are injured. Every single one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you-
injuring them.
You
No,
picked-
I
you
did.
picked-
I know. Okay.
You picked
I'm
people
just-
that are prone to injury.
I did. No, first of all, this is
There's
your
a-
first, Sissy, you don't
There's
know
actually,
anything about football.
my boyfriend showed me there is something, there's a stat that says on the league, oh, they get injured a lot. And you picked all of them. So
She gets a boyfriend and now suddenly she's an NFL coach.
I want to win. What is it, $50?
Why are you dressed like a Jets fan?
Yeah, that's not the way to win.
Yeah, Jets are not doing too good.
I'm not a Jets
And I'm
fan.
dressed like a Rams player. So I'm winning-ish.
You have nothing.
I have nothing.
I have heartburn. Chris has good shoes on. I think that's the
Does he?
episode.
Damn, yo. Damn, keep that in. Keep that in. So,
Obviously, that's my outro.
If you guys want your questions asked.
Oh, we should do a Sabrina Carpenter outro. This is the end of our podcast.
I thought you were going to hit the Juno.
It's on the table.
I know
The
it
table's
seemed
pretty
like
big.
it was pretty fast.
And if you didn't like it, you can kiss our ass.
We love you. We will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
That's actually kind of funny.